Hello and welcome to the Notary Coach blog. My name is Bill Soroka. You can learn everything you want to know about me, notaries, and how I help notaries grow their business at notarycoach.com. Today's blog is called Business Plans Are Useless. So, business plans are useless. Okay. Before you throw your right hook, hear me out. When it comes to business plans, I subscribe to Eisenhower's perspective. He said, in preparing for battle, I have always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. Formal business plans can prove useful if you want government contracts or you're trying to get a loan or a grant. But when it comes to your day-to-day operations as a solopreneur, it's of minimal impact. It's so inconsequential, in fact, that I'd call it a distraction, or what Stephen Pressfield would call resistance. Like spending months developing a logo or a website or choosing the perfect name for your company, a business plan can act as an excuse to avoid doing the actual work. The road to hell and failure is paved with business plans. Let's be real. Some people spend weeks, maybe months, even years developing a business plan that, frankly, is never going to be looked at again during your entire venture. Exceptions were mentioned above. Once the masterpiece is complete, it ends up in a drawer somewhere, or it just stays in a computer file that you never look at again. And so, what if you did actually look at the plan? Mike Tyson nailed it when he said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. The entrepreneurial life is spent in the ring, getting swung at from every which direction. The plan isn't so much the savior, it's the planning. There's a magic to working through the process, calculating steps and anticipating obstacles, understanding the jib and the jab. This is why Eisenhower said that planning was indispensable. You can't skip it, but don't let it fool you. Don't let the Small Business Association or the Harvard Business Review or some professor that has never started a business trick you into believing that simply having a formal business plan determines your success. It doesn't. That said, I learned from John Assaraf a simple 3-part business planning strategy that has helped guide decisive action in my business. Once you decide what your goal or your objective is for your business, look at it through 3 lenses. First, the gap analysis. What's the gap between where you are right now and where you want to be? This is a judgment-free analysis of where you are versus where you're going in the future. For instance, if you currently make $25,000 a year as a mobile notary and loan signing agent, and your goal is to make $100,000 per year, then your gross revenue gap is $75,000. Now, please note that while I use a financial goal as an example, your own goal may be totally different. Perhaps your goal is sheer number of appointments or number of 5-star reviews or number of pages read in your book. You get to decide your own goals here. Second, what's your revenue plan or how you'll make money in this venture? This is simple math. List the services you offer and the minimum or average rate you expect to charge. Ballpark is totally okay. Then multiply that number by the appointments you expect to get at that rate. This is not an exact science. But if your numbers align with your gap analysis and you can see a clear path to closing that gap, then you're good. If not, if there's this huge wide gap and it's not possible to take the number of appointments in one single day to reach it, then tinker with it a bit more. Do you need to raise your travel rates? Do you need to open your schedule? Travel further than your initial radius? Offer more services? Remember what I said, the planning part of this process is indispensable. So think it through. And third, what's the actual sales process map to earn that revenue? In the notary world, I think this is the most neglected part of the entire process. Asseroff breaks it into 7 components or a sequence of efforts that result in sales. He said, number 1, identify your ideal customer. Number 2, generate leads. 3, qualify your prospects. 4, present to and interact with those prospects. Number 5, convert those prospects into customers. And 6, service those customers and then follow up with them. And number 7, upsell your customers. This system has actually served me pretty well, although for service-based businesses like us as mobile notaries and loan signing agents, I expanded and modified this based on my own experience, thus developing a multiple 6-figure enterprise, even as a standalone signing agent. Like before the courses, before the book, I was making multiple six-figure income doing loan signings and mobile notary work. I call it my top of mind method, and I just wrote about it on a previous blog so you can get kind of an overview of the 13 opportunities we have, not only to sell our clients a service, but build relationships that can last a lifetime. And in the show notes below, you can find a link to the blog. And in that blog, we'll have a link to the previous articles so you can see the entire top of mind method, or you can simply jump on Amazon and buy the book for 99 cents right now. No guarantees what the price is when you're hearing this, but it's 99 cents right now. And it's called the Notary Business Building Challenge, 90 Days to More Clients, More Revenue, and More Confidence. And I talk about the top of mind method and these 13 opportunities. What you likely love about this business is that it is your business. You get to decide what goal you want to achieve in the first place. Then you can see the gap from where you are now till where you want to go. And from there, you determine what the revenue plan is. And then, you get to decide what the sales process you'll use to make it happen. Want to use a Google business profile, estate planning attorneys, paid advertising, adoption agencies, signing companies, escrow direct relationships. You decide the sales process. But seriously, sit down and think this through. It's important stuff, no matter what business you're building. If you don't make money, you've got nothing but a hobby. And there's nothing wrong with a hobby, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to build a business and a dream. And you need to know how to make money for that. You need to understand the value you bring to the marketplace. And you need to know what to do every day to make that happen. It's not a business plan. It's an action plan. Thanks for reading. Please comment below. Tell me what you think, where you're going with your business. I look forward to hearing from you.